What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have this berry look going on. So yeah, and also if you didn't notice, I got my haircut from the last time that you saw me. So I'm just like really into berry tones in the fall. So if you guys are also into berry tones and want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so as per usual, we have our foundation done. I don't have like bronzer and highlight and stuff just because I thought I would kind of run over those things again because I haven't in a while. So yeah, so today I didn't cream contour or anything like that, so I'm just going in with my M530 with my Colourpop Private Party bronzer. This is like my favorite bronzer at the moment, but I do go through phases where I go through like my Sephora bronzer and my Hoola and my e.l.f. one quite regularly. I think I'm just going to like kind of contour, and then I also want to dip into my butter bronzer because I haven't done that in a while. So let's just start with this and just kind of keep it light and towards the back, towards my ear. Nothing too crazy, something like that. I like that this brush kind of can do bronzing and contour kind of motions. It's very multi-use, I guess you could say. Just bringing a little bit onto my forehead. We'll bring more bronzer up with the butter bronzer. And then taking a big fluffy brush, this is just the Real Techniques big powder brush, and the butter bronzer smells so good. It's a tropical island and a makeup product. And we're just going to swirl that over the cheeks, warming up the face a bit. With this you don't have to be like as precise, but you just want to make sure that everything's still blended. Recently I've liked to bring a little bit of bronzer on my nose. Sometimes your nose can get kind of lost in your face, so I just like to bring a little bit of bronzer on the nose. For this look I am going to be using blush, which I haven't used blush in a while just because recently I've been into just bronzer and highlight, but not today. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. blush and bronzer duo in Fiji Matte. I'm just going to be using this blush. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I haven't dipped into this in a long time. My like number one all-time favorite is the Amazonian Clay by Tart blush in Party. It's just like the perfect blush, but this one is what we're going to be using today. If you think you went a little hardcore, just run over your face with a large powder brush or anything you use to powder your face. And then we're just gonna jump into highlight. Again, I kind of just jump through everything, but Here Kitty Kitty by Colourpop is just a go-to. It just matches very well with my skin tone, but the e.l.f. one or ones that I have are really nice. Like, look at that. Isn't that so amazing? I love Colourpop. They're like probably one of my favorite like affordable brands. Same with NYX. NYX is probably my favorite like in-store brands. I'm just gonna set my face using the MAC Fix Plus, and then we'll move on to the eyes. I'm actually gonna change my hair up now that it's kind of shorter. I got this scrunchie at American Eagle, and it's probably one of my go-tos recently. It's just so cute. Okay, that's adorable. Anyways, let's move on. So for the eyes, we have the 35B. My god, I know, it's just so pretty, and there's so many colors to work with in here. It's hard not to pick this up, you know? And I know it's discontinued, but I'm sure that they're like a Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, oh my god, that scared me, will do just fine. So anything that you have that are similar shades, go right ahead and use whatever palette. So I know I use the same brushes kind of all the time, but it's because they're good brushes, and that's not, so I'm sorry if you're like annoyed by my brush usage. I haven't gotten any complaints, but I just feel like I talk about the Morphe E27 a lot, or like my little Estee Lauder lip brush thing. I don't know, but anyways, so we're jumping in to this shade right here first. This is gonna be our like transition shade, I guess. Berry tones are probably one of my favorite parts of fall. Just like, you know, a good berry lip, which we'll get to in a second. You can rock like orange and all those good colors and have a dark lip on, and it just works so well. Okay, so starting with like that kind of pinkiness in the crease, we're gonna move on using the Sony Kaiser blending brush, and we're gonna go to the top row in the middle in this shade right here. We're going to start deepening up the outer corner. So speaking of my Estee Lauder lip brush, I have this kind of blending brush thing. Again, not really sure of what its intended purpose is, but I'll show you what we're gonna use it for. So going into, my god, I need to figure out which way I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go into this shade right here, and again, just placing that on the outer corner, taking that original E27, and we're just gonna run this over all of the eye, make sure everything is blended together. So this eye is looking very pink and not so berry as I was expecting it to, so we're gonna go into this other purple shade right here to darken the outer corner some more, because like I said, it's very pink, unfortunately. Just kind of going over it and dipping into the black just very slightly, again darkening the outer corner. Sony Kaiser brush, blending all of that out. Before we move on to the lid shade, I want to go on to the lower lash line. So just like my last tutorial, I'm taking this large eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm just gonna go in the same order. I'm actually gonna mix these two like berry tone shades on this brush. Kind of bring that pretty low because it is kind of like intense on the top lid, so we want to kind of match it on the bottom. Alright, taking this flat definer brush, I'm going into the black and really getting close to my lash line, as close as possible, mainly focusing on the outer corner, and taking this e.l.f. What is this called? The e.l.f. eye crease brush. I'm going into that more like royal purple shade right here and just blending that black out. Okay, so now that we have the lower lash line done, I'm going to move on to the lid using this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Lavender. And I'm going to really draw this on. And I kind of want to do like kind of a cut crease as much as I can with this. And then just taking my finger and blending that in to the outer corner. So excuse the helicopter, it is not going away. But we're gonna go in with a flat shader brush. This is the one from Colourpop, and we're gonna go in with the shade Frog from Colourpop, and this is gonna be kind of like a purpley glitter shade. We're just gonna go onto the lid with that. Then just taking that Estee Lauder blending brush, I'm just gonna run that over where the two meet the middle on the lid, so it's all nicely blended. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to take this NYX Chromatic Illuminating Powder in the shade Lavender Steel, so lots of lavender today. Just going to pop that in the inner corner. I'm also going to take a little bit of the Here Kitty Kitty highlighter we put on our face and just go a little bit over that to just make it a little bit more poppin', I guess. So I'm gonna go put on eyeliner, mascara, and then we'll be back for lips. So now that eyeliner and mascara is on, I do want to mention that I did use a purple eyeliner in my waterline. This is a Sephora contour eye pencil 12 hour wear in the shade Purple Stilettos. So just a heads up. And I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Glastonberry lipstick as our lips. And because our eyes are a little bit more royal purple than our lips, I'm just going to add this raspberry tart lip gloss on top. This is just from NYX, one of their butter glosses. Okay, so that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, so make sure to click the subscribe and like buttons before you go, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys.